Alright guys, in this video, this is just a microcosm of what black guys are dealing with and what they have to pick from, and why a lot of guys, when they start to, get established, where they just look into other communities for their women and they just don't choose black women. And the black men have been complaining of these things for a long time, but it seems as if the women just don't care. We've been asking for more feminine, cooperative, submissive, childless, and fit women for centuries now. It almost feels like, well, maybe about a century, and we just can't get it. So we go to other communities because those women are willing to give that to us, or at least try to. So without further ado, I don't think we're going to see the whole thing. Maybe we'll do this in parts. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're going to do this in parts because it's 25 minutes. We'll do 13 and 13 because it's two parts to it. There's a part where this woman just goes off and just has a landmine of information we can use and learning tools. And there's another half where there's a guy and a girl perspective, and we can see both sides. But they're both wrong and right in certain points. But without further ado, let's get right to it.
Well, shit, I don't know, Kendra. I don't know how to do this shit. I'm old as fuck. Wait a minute, girl.
See right there, like, what the hell was that? Did anyone even understand what she said there? I don't know what she said there, and that's what men have to deal with. Lack of communication, terrible, indecisive communication. Just very informal, just no respect. Like what is this?
Can you see me? I can see you. I never did this double screen. I'm an old bitch. Hold on.
See, like, why is she cursing? Like, what's with the cursing? That's so masculine. It's just so uncalled for. It's improper. Like, why? You're on a national stream right now. You're on IG Live. This is just, it's forever.
This shit right, girl. Can you see me?
Just cursing every segment. So masculine.
My name Marilyn.
My name Marilyn. Like, why is she so masculine? Can anyone tell me why? Like why can't she just be softer and be more ladylike?
I'm calling you from Seattle, but I'm a Detroit native, baby.
Uh-oh. We know Detroit is one of the most difficult places for black women to find ever, because they're the most difficult women to deal with in Detroit. You go to Detroit, all the black women there are the most difficult women to speak to. Like, I don't know what it is. It just is that way out there. They just are so difficult.
What up, Doe?
And it reflects on the dating too. It's the locale where the lowest rating is for black women in dating. Like, the lowest approval rates are in Detroit. I wonder how that correlates.
Detroit is building. Maryland, how old are you?
Yo, I'm 45. I told you I'm an old bitch now. Come on.
45. Super living.
I'm a hustler.
All right, what the hell does that mean? You're a hustler? Like, all right, this is what we have to deal with. So imagine you're on a date with this woman. You ask her, so what do you do for work? Oh, I'm a hustler. Like, what? Like, come on. Like, do we ever grow up? Like, we always, like, stay in this immature way of living. Like, grow up. Just a little.
What's a hustler?
What does that mean?
Exactly.
You don't know what a hustler is? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what a hustler is.
Grown-ups don't speak that way.
Okay, I'm a hustler. I'm for whatever. I do whatever the fuck is needed at the time. So I'm gonna get.
So does that mean you're a hooker? Because hookers do whatever they need at the time, right? So you have to be a little bit more specific.
An example of what a hustler is. Okay, example of a hustler. In the '90s, I was a drug dealer. When that shit faded, everybody went.
Now she's putting this all online, guys. Just know that. And this is what we have to choose from. Does any man want to be with a drug dealer and take her seriously? Look at Kendra's eyes. She can't even believe, like, what she's hearing. This is on IG Live for everyone to hear. Your kids, everyone, your family, everyone is going to see this. Cops, it doesn't matter. Everyone. And you're just putting this out there.
I was no longer a drug dealer. So then, after that, I got married. So I hustled his ass. You feel me?
See? And then she says it right there. She got married and hustled him. Look at her look on her eyes. Like, and does this make men feel any better about this indoctrination of marriage? I don't know. This girl ain't making a case for anybody.
You following me now? Then when unemployment came along and they was throwing that extra six, a bitch was unemployed. You get it now? Hustler.
See, so in other words, you're not a hustler. You're grimy. You try to beat the system. You try to cheat everyone. You're the worst type of person. Like this isn't anyone you would want to be with. You can't build with a person like this because you'll be building a building and she'd be taking freaking blocks out and you just knock the whole building off. You'd be putting freaking bricks up and she'd be taking the bricks down every time you turn your head. Like, come on, man. You can't build with anyone like this.
Shall I go on?
And then she thinks it's a joke. Like she's entitled to it. That's the thing. Like, it's crazy.
I was seeing it, I'm machinist. I know I do every motherfucking thing. I was about to be an undertaker when this motherfucker started killing all these people. But
Yeah.
I said,
Okay. Come on, girl. You're 45, 5'4", and 100 freaking probably 80 pounds. But like, come on now, stop. Come on.
no, that's kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna do that.
No, you probably would though. That's the thing with this masculine ass crazy man energy. I would see you would.
But right now, my current job, I'm a security guard because it's the phrase they pay. Because I'm
That actually fits her with her whole demeanor and the way she's acting. I can actually see that as what she does for a living. But come on now, she called herself a hustler. Girl, you have yourself a job just like anyone else. You're a security guard. You pat people down. You tell people stop, go. Like, come on. Like, you have a job like anyone else. Like, this is that oh so special stuff that I always talk about.
not getting that vaccine bullshit.
That vaccine, she said that vaccine BS. That vaccine BS keeps you alive and well and keeps the public alive and well. You know, that's called your health. You know, it's called being safe, you know, something that everyone should be doing. But apparently she didn't get the memo because she just wants to hustle.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
See,
about
look
to
at
change
Kendra.
though. I'm a money getter. Shit, I used to be a cab driver, Uber driver. I don't give a fuck. I do it all.
That's just a job. That doesn't make you special. Anybody can do what you're doing. Like I don't know why she thinks that's credible or incredible. It's just something you're doing to get money, to get by. That's not something to be proud of. If a guy said any of the stuff that she said, we call that guy a loser. So why can't we call her one?
Okay. This is
How
Millie.
about that coin, baby? About that coin.
Like what guy is turned on by that at all? Like at all? Like just what guy? I just want to know who as a man is turned on by any of this. Like are you on that next plane to Detroit trying to find her? Like tell me guys, who's on that plane to Detroit trying to find this girl? Like please. Well, this old B as she calls herself.
Hey, so what kind of drugs did you sell back in the day?
She said, "What kind of drugs?
You
What
know,
kind of
boy,
drugs
girl,
did
you
you
know the
sell?"
names? I mean, boy and girl. You know what that means?
No, I don't.
Boy is considered heroin, okay? That's boy.
Heroin. Like, goddamn, she's about to be telling all the drugs that she sold. Kendra is just basically making her dig herself in the ditch. Like, all you gotta do sometimes is just get women to talk and they'll dig themselves in the ditch and tell you everything.
Girl, okay? Girl is, you know, cocaine, you know, stuff like that you shoot up, the things are like that. Then you got crack, then you got weed, all that shit, girl.
So
She literally curses every sentence. Like, men don't like that. Men do not like women who curse every second. Like once you talk to a woman and she can't, like, conduct herself and speak properly without cursing, you don't look at her in a wife category. There's wives, right? You got yourself wives, and then there's everything else. Like, that's what women have to understand. You're either a wife or you're just everything else.
you stopped that weed?
Did I stop selling weed?
I mean, you stopped selling. Like, was weed your last drug that you sold?
Yeah, my last drug I sold was weed. The reason why I stopped selling weed is because the guy that I was married to, he was a weed head, so he was my best customer.
So now she's putting his business out there. It's not enough for her to put her entire life out there, all of her dirt that she did out there. Now she has to throw her man under, or her ex-man under there. Like, always got to drag a man in the dirt, even when we're talking about your dirt. Like, how does he get dragged into this? So now let's hear what she says about this man, this poor man that has nothing to do with this right now.
And I needed his money for myself, so I had to let that ride.
Wait, hold
And
on.
he was a weed head, so he was my best customer, and I needed his money for myself, so I had to let that ride.
So basically, she was married to a man, and because she needed money, she divorced him to make him a customer. She divorced her husband to make him a customer, guys. Okay? And that's what men are dealing with.
And he didn't want me to be a drug dealer no more, so he had to pay me to be his wife. So that's how that happened.
That's not how it went. He just didn't want you to be a drug dealer, and you just wanted to rebel, so you left because you wanted to be a drug dealer and get money. So come on now, like, stop, guys. This is ridiculous.
I was married for 11 years.
11 years.
I was a housewife.
You're officially divorced.
You were not a housewife. You were a hoe that he tried to make into a housewife. That's all that was. Like, you're not a housewife. Housewives don't act, talk, and move like this. I'm sorry, they just don't. You were masquerading as one. Because if you were one, you'd still be one.
Papers, I'll show them to you.
Okay. Marilyn, do you have any kids?
I have one child from my previous marriage,
How
yes.
old's your child?
See, you have one child. See, housewives, they create babies. Like, and they don't just have one and then divorce the husband to sell weed and make him a customer. That's not what wives do. That's what hood rats do.
She's 22, old as fuck. Like I said, I don't have kids unless you got to pay me to lay down and have a baby. I already got all this bad, and I still get.
And who would pay you to make a baby? You already tried to do that with one man, and look what that got you.
Paid for it actually, so
You still get
it worked
paid
out
for
for
what?
me.
See, look at how she talks. All the disdain, like, it's just like entitlement. Like, and it's just crazy. It's just okay to just say this. And imagine if a man was saying all this. What would we say if a man was saying all this stuff about a woman? What would we say? But this is okay for her to do, though, right?
For getting fat, girl, I had a badass body. Why get your body up for free? That shit's just dumb to me. But anyway, next.
How do you get paid for being fat?
Because if you gonna lose your body to have a baby for a motherfucker, at least be they hug. Let that motherfucker be done married you first. Before you lose all your rich shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get, you gonna let your shit go. You might as well let it go for a price.
She is so ghetto. Like, literally every second she's dropping curses. Every second. I apologize for her, guys. Like, I do.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you lost your skinny body when you had your baby.
Yeah.
Huh?
Facts.
And then
Facts.
how do you still get paid? Your child's 22.
It's called alimony. I'm not married yet.
See? And then look at it. Look at the evil laugh. So she's just using this man to get paid through life. Like, it's just crazy. And then that's her reason. And notice how she's using that as a cursor for why she's not married again. As if that's the reason why she's not married. It's not her personality. It's not her disdain to men. It's not her hustle mentality. It's not her being overweight. It's not her being uncooperative. It's not her having a child, right? The list goes on, but it's because she's on alimony, right? Come on, guys. Stop.
I'm always hustling. I done told you, the next person I divorced, then he'll stop paying me. But until then,
As if that's the reason, and as if it's going to happen. Like, there is no man on this planet, especially after seeing this broadcast, that is going to put a ring on that or even take you seriously. Like, you've literally just shot yourself in the foot inadvertently. And Kendra is the reason why this is happening. She does this to basically put everyone's self out there. And she is showing her ass right now, guys. She really is.
hey. Would you say, what my girl say, ow?
And she's proud. She's proud of this.
Is Marilyn. She was honest and said she a hustler from the door. So basically, you're divorced, you get alimony,
Yes.
and as long as you don't marry again, you will continue to get a check.
Facts, yeah.
Oh, okay, and you don't plan on getting married again?
Yeah, I've been wanting to get married, but I just
See right there, she says it right there. She wants to get married, guys. See? I just said it. She wants to get married, but she cannot get married because of those things I just listed. Mainly her attitude being number one. There is no man worth a damn that wants to deal with this type of stuff. And I just keep trying to tell the sisters that y'all just gotta stop acting like this, or it's just not gonna work out for you. Like, I want better for them. I really truly do. But like, until they take the initiative to start acting right, this is all we're gonna get, and it's only gonna get worse.
I'm the type of person, even though, you forgot to ask me my sign.
I'm not there yet. I'm gonna get there.
Oh, you ain't there? Oh, okay, I was about to say, I talk so much, I'm like,
As
damn, you got
if,
to sign.
as if a sign matters. Like, as if, oh, I'm a Gemini. Oh, because I'm a Gemini, I get mad. Oh, I'm a Gemini, so I killed this guy. Like, no, guys, signs don't mean anything at all.
Anyway, I'm very particular, so, I was married for 11 years. Before that, my first love got murdered. I don't really have a lot of men bodies. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I want to get some bodies first. So you know how to catch a few
That's
bodies,
not funny at all.
So this is Maryland. You're from Detroit, but where do you live again?
I live in Seattle, Washington.
She lives in Seattle, Washington. She's 45. She has one child. That's 22. She's a hustler. She used to sell drugs. She's still hustling her ex-husband. She's been an Uber driver. She does whatever it takes to get the money. Now
See, when you say her resume back out loud, you see how she laughs? Because she knows that shit's pathetic. That whole resume is pathetic. Everything that she listed there, minus the child, obviously, is just a pathetic resume. That's nothing to be bragging about or riding home about. Like, if I were to say that about if I brought her home to my mom and started listing those accolades to her, oh my God, I don't even know what would happen, honestly.
she's a security guard.
Yes, I got my work clothes on, just in case you think I'm lying. I work for Ally Universe. I was like, damn, bro, I get a chance to get in the tub. I just came through the door on God.
Okay.
Like,
So,
ain't no, like, this is just not working out for her.
August the 6th.
August the 6th is a Leo.
Thanks.
All right, let's do it, Maryland. What kind of man you looking for?
As if being a Leo means anything.
First of all, I don't do no broke men. That's number one. You broke, I can't fix you.
Well, that's most women. Most women are like that. I'd say 95% of women are that way. So like that's on point. But she's got some shit to her too.
How much money does he have to make at least?
Shit, more than me.
Is there a
Which
number?
is what though? Like that can mean anything. But the average security guard makes around, I think they said 28,000. So it's probably around there.
I think you should make more than me because you don't want me to make more. That's not going.
Okay. So
And that goes with what I always say, female hypergamy. Females want you to make at least what they make or more. They're not like men where it doesn't matter. As men, we don't care how much they make as long as they look good. So she just keeps proving what I always say.
okay, we'll leave it at that. What else?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't date like, you know what I'm saying? Like cause I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm thick, but I'm still with the shit. You get what I mean?
Yeah, she's more than thick. We saw what she was. She is overweight, and she basically is just trying to say, accept me for what I am.
So, because I'm from Detroit, I come from a hustling city. Detroit is the most hustling city like Chicago.
What does
It's
that have
full
to do with your body type?
of hustlers. So, we a different breed. Like these people down here, they not ready for me. They be trying to figure out what the fuck this.
Why does anybody have to be ready for you? See, it shouldn't be that hard to be with someone. Like, it's supposed to be simple. It's not supposed to be so hard. No one wants to try to figure you out. Like, that's not how the world works.
Hit them. You know what I'm saying? They not. It's a melting pot. I really don't. If I dated outside my race, I already be rich.
You can't date outside of your race. There is not a single white guy that I know that would even give you a time of day. No white guy would give you a time of day because of your attitude and the way you act. You're just too masculine. You're too just like far gone. Like you have no respect. You just like off the chain. I know for a fact there is no guy outside the black community that would take you seriously. I know for a fact. And even black guys wouldn't. That's just what it is.
No, that's not going.
Okay. What else?
But what kind of man am I looking for? I'm not really.
The thing is, let me let her finish.
Not looking for anything particular. Height is a requirement because I'm tall. So I'm 5'10". You got to be at least. Everybody's short. They like.
All women are like that. Women want a guy that's taller than them. So I'm not really getting on her on that. But the thing is, men can't control their height. Whatever height you are as a man, that's what you are. So you can't control that. But she can control her weight, but she's not trying to get smaller at all. So why is it that men should accept her weight, but she can't accept a man's height? I don't think that's fair at all.
Like me, I don't know what the fuck that is about. Like,
Why is she cursing so much?
But I don't mind you being short, long as you. I don't care
She
how
just
tall
said
you.
that he has to be over 5'10", but now she's saying I don't mind you being short. So look at the contradiction, guys.
You got to at least be just 5'8". I'm asking for 5'8" and
You gotta be at least 5'8". So he could be the next president, but if he's not 5'8", you'll just shut him down, right? Because that matters so much. But he can't shut you down for being 300 pounds. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because I think that's sensible. Because I'm 5'10", and I'm just too tall for all that.
What would be sensible is you just get an average man and get on with your life and move on, but that's not good enough for you. They got to meet your long list standards, but you can't meet his.
I'm looking for a person with a big heart, because I got a big heart. I'm silly, I'm funny, we like to have fun, but I like a person that's funny, got a big heart, cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's about that life.
Last time I checked, shit isn't that cool, but okay.
Don't be trying to look for no fat girl with no dependents, because I ain't that bitch. You ain't getting no tax credit here. Ain't no tax credit. I don't get no food stamps. I don't get none of that shit. So you just got to like fat people fucking with me, because I ain't got shit on spoil.
No one actually likes fat people. The thing is, like, women have sex with who they want to, and men have sex with who they can. So if you let a man have sex with you, then he will. So if all guys can do is have sex with fat guys, that's all he'll do. But if he can get a better looking women, he will. That's just the way that is. And if men have choices, they would rather not go with the fat one.
You know, I ain't got no money for you. Ain't getting shit. I ain't got shit to give you. What else? You know,
so you ain't got nothing to give. So what is the point of being with you? Like, you have nothing to give. She basically just said it right there. She has nothing left to give. So what is the point? The point to be with a woman is to have kids and have a family and have a life. You can't offer any of that. So what is the point?
And I don't date fat guys. You know why? Because I am fat myself. Too fat people
Look at that. So she doesn't date what she is, though. Make that make sense.
I be together. Every time you talk about the women and they say they don't like fat men, it's true. They shouldn't. I don't think two fat people to be together. You know why? Because I don't want your big ass stomach resting on my ass. Just in case you wanted to know.
If you're resting, you wouldn't even know. And, like, that's just the most ignorant thing ever. Like, if you're overweight, you shouldn't expect that your man is going to be overweight. Like, that's just the way it goes. Men don't typically want overweight women. Okay, yeah, there's a 2% chance that you'll find that guy that likes fat girls, but most of the time it's just not going to happen. Like, I don't know what she's talking about here.
That's a no. Because, you know, fat people have to rest their stomach on your ass. I think only skinny people can appreciate that.
What? What is she talking about?
It won't spend a lot of time. I know women got so mad at me when a woman said that, but I checked the guys when they said that. But you had a.
You don't have to check the guys.
Huh?
You don't have to check the guys. That shit makes sense. Fat people.
You do have to check the guys. What do you mean? See what I mean? Like, she's like, you don't have to check the guys, because she doesn't want to hear what we have to say, because it would oppose what she's saying. She's like, you don't have to check. And she's like, the way she's thinking is the only way, is the correct way. Like, nah, you got to check the guys. Let's go find out what the guys say. That's where you find out. Like, this is just crazy, man.
Bodybuilder shouldn't be with another bodybuilder. They need somebody.
People that work out want to be with people that work out. Usually, if you find someone that's into fitness, they're not going to tolerate a girl that's fat. Like, what is she talking about?
This soft. They don't need no hard body. That shit nasty.
She doesn't know what she's talking about, guys. Like, she's been given a lot of bad information. You can just see it.
Individuals. So usually if a person likes to go to the gym, they want somebody else that likes to go.
Right, exactly.
Not normally.
Yes.
See, she doesn't know what's normal, because you don't live a normal life. You wouldn't know normal if it smacked you in the top of the head.
Why you say that? People always
Because
say
that's
that.
life.
Y'all got y'all hard ass bodies. We thinking about sex now. I don't want your hard
And
body.
why is everything always about sex in the black community? That's all we know how to do. We know how to have sex and we know how to fight, but we don't know how to stay together. Why is that? Why is that? She's the epitome of what I just said. We know how to have sex, we know how to fight and break up, but we don't know how to stay together. Why?
on my hard body. If I'm skinny, I'll fuck with you fat. If I'm fat, I'll fuck with you skinny. You get what I mean?
No,
But
I
I'm not
don't get what you mean at all. That's just the stupidest logic ever. That rationale makes no sense at all. It sounds like she's just trying to make everyone appease to what she wants. And it's
fucking
not going
with
to
you,
happen.
and we both bony. I fucked a bony man, and that shit hurts your thigh.
You just said that you're fat, so how would you know? She's literally just trying to make an argument suit what she's trying to say. She's making no sense right now.
Bone going to their bones. That shit is a fire happening.
Right.
Y'all both, it's too much. You need somebody thick. When you skinny, you need something.
Now, all you skinny guys that have skinny girlfriends, do you guys start fires when you're having sex, or is the sex just fine? Like, come on now.
Somebody thick when your ass is firmed all up and all tight and shit. Negative. You don't need no another person with their body like that. Yuck.
Okay.
I don't get it, but anyway.
Okay. Who was your last relationship?
My last relationship. Oh shit.
She curses so
last
much.
year, October.
See,
Okay.
right there, her last relationship was last year. So, any woman that hasn't been in a relationship for a year is a woman that's not really fun to get along with. She's hard. She's just hard to be around, because women that are easy to be around are always in relationships. Like they're in and out of them. Like, you can say they're dependent on them, but the thing is, that's what a female is programmed to do. They're programmed to be in a relationship. They're not programmed to be alone. You're programmed to want to be with a man. So when you see a woman that's not with a man for extended amounts of time, it's because she can't cooperate with men. Always be wary of that. If a woman hasn't been with a man in over a year, it's because she can't cooperate with us. She can't get along with us. That's what it is. It's always what it is. Like, come on now. If you can get along with a man's going to want to be around you. That's just all it comes down to. We're gonna end up soon, guys.
When was the last time you had sex?
October of last year.
Okay.
See, all right. So right there, guys. As a woman, if you haven't had sex in over a year, which I mean, I usually wouldn't believe that if a woman said that. Usually I'd say that's a lie, but with the way she looks and the way she acts, I actually can believe it with her, because, like, why would you want to deal with this? So with that shows you right there that she is very hard to be around. And, like, if a woman hasn't had sex in that long, single woman, you know there's something wrong with her. It's not the problem with the men, guys. Or it could be the problem with the men that she's choosing, maybe, but the men out here, we're just fine.
Are you waiting for the next guy?
I'm waiting for the next guy, yeah.
You're waiting for the next guy?
Now, you came on earlier and said you hustle your ex-husband.
Yeah.
You're going to hustle the next man. So why would a guy want to sign up for that?
Right.
No, see, my ex-husband was like David. He was out his league. See, I was 21, he was 33. He was looking for a hustler. He wasn't looking for no wife.
All right, we're gonna end right there, guys. She's trying to justify her actions. Like, the guy wanted to marry you. He was 33. You were 21. That is a great age to get married, right there. Like, that is beautiful. You found a great time. You found someone at the perfect age. He's 33. You're 21. That's, like, perfect right there. That's where every man and woman should want. That you age gracefully together. You know what I mean? That's perfect right there. So don't listen to her right here. She just destroyed it. She wanted to end it, and she wanted an alimony. She just, what happened was, she probably was like, oh, I'm with him. I feel like I'm missing out, so I want to divorce and get money and have fun. And now it's backfiring on her. It happens all the time, guys. We'll continue the second part of this. It's going to be interesting. We got a guy on this, his perspective. We'll see what he says. She kind of shoots down his preferences, but it happens all the time. Men can't have preferences these days. We're considered misogynistic for wanting things that we want, but women can say whatever they want and have no backfire. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.